Hello, everybody. It's Lisa with Heart of Inspiration, here to help you lead a spirit-led, whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. Well, I know I've taken a few days off, and I have really enjoyed it. Taking a few days off. I needed it. I really needed to recharge and spend the time with family and friends, and mostly family. Blessings, Cassandra. So I'm just so glad I took the time. Hello, Heather, and really just reconnected. Hello, Lisa, with everyone. So I wanted, I came on live earlier today. Hello, Raina. Hello, Brandy. I wanted to take the time to have I did get enough turkey. Today we had turkey. We didn't have it on Thanksgiving Day. My kids are not big turkey eaters, so we ended up with ham. If I don't make ham, it's mass mutiny. I'm going to have a coup happen. I'm going to have it's literally going to be a problem. So I acquiesced. So we had turkey today, and my youngest daughter, made the turkey. It was delicious. She did a fabulous job. Got up at 5 o'clock this morning and made 20-pound turkey. It was great. Hello, Jeanette. So I wanted to jump on, and I want to have open discussion tonight, and we're gonna see what Spirit has for us tonight in the way of messages. But I want to have an open discussion because I feel like there's been so much going on energetically throughout this month, and we're still moving very quickly into more energy now. Ascension, life purpose, past life, just like remembering what our life purpose is, why we came here, and then moving into it, like making the moves for it. Choosing to say, I'm going to live my life purpose, and I'm going to be my life purpose. Hello, Deanna. I am just absolutely overwhelmed to an extent, but in a good way, with all of what God is doing, what Spirit is doing. And so I wanted to have an open discussion because I know a lot of us have been going the last few months, and we're rounding the corner so quickly to December, which means we're hurtling to 2019. And as I've said before, 2019 is, okay. I need to let a couple people know that I'm live right now. Hang on one second. I apologize. Heather, do you mind putting up goes into Cancer? Oh, Lord. And the lions in her fields. Oh, Lord. On live now. Young King. Okay. So I really want to talk about a few things. Heather, if you don't mind, can you put up okay, she will in a minute. So Team Blue, for those of you that are by your computers, I need you to I need my website up, and I want to be sure everybody knows. Thank you, love. The spiritual ministry class tomorrow. I'm going to be recording 5 classes tomorrow, so that they'll be up on the website for download. So that starts this week. And then Heal 20 is what we're having through Monday. So through not tomorrow and Monday, booking it for energy healing sessions, or you get 20% off energy healing sessions or Reiki session. So I wanted that out there too. Hello, young king. So yes, I have a Band-Aid on. It really isn't a it's not an actual injury. It is a broken nail. And I can't afford for that to be popping off. So I needed to put a Band-Aid on to maintain it until I can make my way to the nail salon. Yeah, okay, whatever. So I have a little Leo vanity in me. Um, get over it. Everybody be fine. I've got that Aries moon, so you know how that goes. Everything has to be fine. Hello, Lee. Okay, so tonight, this is open discussion night. So things that have been on your heart, things that you've been going through, things that questions about this ascension energy, questions about this life purpose energy, questions about, as we're ending 2018, coming into 2019, I do believe that there's going to be a very special message. And I've been like just downloading this lately. 20, the numbers 2019 add up to 12. 12 is the number of government. And I've talked about this before, that that 12 is the number of government, and that 11 is the number, right? Number of ascension, of a life purpose, of you're on your right path, right? So that's what 2018 was all about, was this concept of like, what's my life purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? What did I say I was going to do before I came here? And really making your way into doing that. 2012, hello, Lady Rose. 2012 is government. 2019, excuse me, is about government. The number 12 is the number of government, which means we are going to be put in our places that we belong, so that the operation of raising the vibration of the planet is put into motion. We need structure. Structure doesn't mean dogma. Structure doesn't mean like putting God back in the box. Structure means there is a skeletal structure around which our blood flows, our muscles are attached. It protects our brain. It protects our vital organs. So there's structure necessary for the flow, for the proper directional flow of energy. Okay. 2019 being the year of government is about setting up that structure. And we need to understand where we fit into that structure coming out of 2018 and into 2019. That's why it's so important. I knew from the beginning of the year that I would be traveling again in 2019 to help set up the structure, to do the Reiki attunements, to teach on energy work, to teach on how do we have a business, right? To teach the business of the business. Because a lot of this is, we never want, light workers, we don't like to talk about necessarily the business of the business, right? Not that all of us are necessarily called to that, to this being a full-time in ministry, I call it. But those of us that are, there's a business to the business. And there needs to be structure, and we need to understand that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that during the spiritual conferences. Instead of retreats, we're calling them conferences, because really that's what this is. This is not so much a retreat. We're about the business. And there's going to be teaching and information given. So I wanted to have this as an open forum. So as you guys are coming up with questions, or if you've been just dealing with a lot of energy, I want you guys to talk about what you've been going through. And let's just kind of allow spirit to flow tonight. Oh, Dre, you know what, Dre? I need to actually touch base with you because I like how you edited your last video. And I really want to get into that video editing. Like, how do you do that? So perhaps Heather and I should talk to you about that. She is fabulous. She is absolutely fabulous. Rain, I completely agree. That'd be great. Oh, I'm so glad, Lisa. Thank you so much. And I'm going to be going further into the empath and the narcissist, like really diving deep into that information. That's going to be the series for the self-partnering videos, because we have to understand how each works so that we can begin to self-partner. I'm really big on understanding the how and the what, so that we can then apply it to the why, and then we can go to healing. So if there are, again, if you guys, this is really open discussion tonight. But there's such an urgency, guys. There's such an urgency for us who are called to do this work, called in whatever capacity we're called in, to step into our purpose. And yes, Heather and Dre, when we get done here, let's all three of us get on a Google Hangout. I tell you, I'm probably going to end up freaking crying about 3 times tonight at least. It's so heavy. Good evening, Steph. My heart is so heavy right now because I feel like all too often there's so many people that are so consumed with things like, and guys, anybody in this room or watch this later, I don't want you to take this wrong. But there's so many people that are so consumed with where's my twin flame and where's my soulmate, where's my man, where's my woman, right? That we're not consumed enough with ourselves and not consumed enough with relationship and walking in tight relationship with spirit. Lisa says, when you were talking about the inner light and others putting it out. Yeah. Yeah. So we're so consumed with that. And I'm going to tell you why. When you were trying to connect with your guys last week, this Little Light of Mine song. Yes. Yes. Okay, let me tell you guys why. And I'm going to be like, just kind of like, sometimes I like mess with the cards just to have something to do with my hands. I made that video about the empath and narcissist, and I've talked about, and I'm going to be doing a whole series on it. I've talked before about how my second marriage, I just got divorced. It's been a year. That I felt that he was sent to destroy me. And what I really mean by that is, I believe he was sent to destroy my purpose. Right? To squash my purpose, to keep me from walking in my purpose. So when I say destroy me, that's really, I need to clarify that. That's what I mean. I think I've said this before, but if I haven't, I'm going to say it now and be very transparent with you guys, because I always am. I wanted a husband so bad. It's more than that, sweetie. It's more than that, Heather. And you'll understand why when I say this. I wanted a husband so badly. It was part of I had my life planned out. Okay. I'm a Cancer. Cancer sun, Aries moon, Capricorn rising. I wanted a husband so bad. So I had my first child at 20. Um, she's 29 now. She'll be 30 in April. And my last child at 25. She's 25 now. So when I was 25 having my last child, I said, okay, she'll be 18 by the time I'm 43. And by the time I'm 45, 47 years old, you can always get that back, Cassandra. So pay attention. This is really important. And I can see there's 12 people for sure watching. I said that by the time I was 45, no later than 47, I would be remarried. I chose not to remarry while my kids were growing up. Matter of fact, I barely dated until my kids got to be teenagers. Well, I should say dated where they knew I dated. I dated, but they just never knew it. I was not a single mother that ran Uncle so-and-so and Uncle so-and-so was up in the kitchen on Saturday morning making breakfast. I was not about to do that. I was not about to have my kids see their mother dishonor herself. Now, y'all can like it or not like it, but that's how I felt. This is me now. I was not about to see them dishonor myself. I wanted to teach my girls how to be women, ladies, and I wanted to teach queens, and I wanted to teach my son how to treat a woman and be a king. So I made it my point not to have a bunch of people running through the house, a bunch of men that they knew. Okay. That was my choice. Now, I was also, remember, I went into the ministry full time when I was, well, not full time, but I went into the ministry at 30. I was ordained in the ministry. So as a single mother, a single woman, period, in the ministry, and a single man in the Christian ministry, I don't know how it is in other religions. Others will have to tell me. They are really trying to get you married off. Because there's an old saying in the church, it's better to marry than to burn. In other words, better to marry than to fornicate or commit adultery. So, okay, whatever. I have my own feelings on that. But they really, really, really wanted to get me married off. So I was not short on suitors. And I had all kinds of pastors and apostles and everybody, paraded in front of me. And here you go, let's go on a date with this person and that person. But none of them, they weren't up to my standards as far as being a real man. They weren't being a real man. And most of them, and I've always been a professional woman, most of them were fairly intimidated in some ways, or just they didn't think they would be enough for me. So here it is, a prophetess in the church, and she's a professional woman in this, that, and the third. Okay. So I dated whatever. They just didn't know about it until they were teenagers. And then I dated somebody. I dated this person for 7 years. My point is this, and I dated that person pretty openly because they were teenagers by that point. But he never moved in. I never put him up over them. I always felt they had fathers. My first husband is my older two children's father, and then I was with my youngest father for quite some time. But we just never married. We make better friends. We made a beautiful daughter, but we make better friends than anything else. Long story short, I had always decided that my plan. This is my plan. I'm not saying this was Spirit's plan, God's plan. My plan. My plan was to be married no later than 47. So here I'm 47 years old, and I'm not married. And that threw me for a loop because I wasn't married. And my plan was to be married. So I was dating, actively dating, just living my best life, enjoying meeting people, enjoying the process, right? And so then I met my ex. And let me see here. So I got married in 2016. So I was 48 when I got married. I was a year off. I've told you all this before, but I need to tell you again because somebody does need to really hear me when I say this. I loved this man, loved him, but I ignored all of the signs. Not only that, my children were just like, wait, mom, don't get married so quick. He wanted to get married real fast, and I did. They were like, and he didn't get along with my son. And I thought at the time it was just because my son was so used to being the man in the household and the family that, me having someone else, it was the problem. And there was probably a little bit of that, but not all of it. My point is this is my plan, my desire to have a soulmate, a husband, to be married. Thank you, Dre. Thank you very much. My desire to have a husband outweighed and overran my intuition and God telling me, don't do it, 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 outweighed all of that. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Now, some would say, sometimes I feel, hello, Antonella. Some would say, though, when I look back on it now, that I will say, Heather, don't marry, even if you are madly in love, unless it's for sure what the person's spirit has for you. Love, let me tell you, is not enough. Love is not enough. If you didn't hear me say it, I'm going to say it again. Love is not enough. There has to be purpose. They have to add to your light and add to your purpose, and you theirs. Love ain't enough. Now, I was so bent on being married. I blew past everything. But he was sent to stop me from walking in my purpose. Because I guarantee you I never would be here right now if we were still together. Wouldn't be here right now. I almost sometimes feel like he was my Job experience. I think all of us go through a Job experience. All of us go through a Job experience, a desert walk, a wilderness walk, where the enemy says, if you take your hedge of protection from off around her or him, they'll curse you. They only love you because you protect them. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of the whole race, and his care be continued to you in all your love to each other. I love that, Dre. That is beautiful. How the heck do you know if there's a purpose in the relationship? Well, we'll get to that. I did not know it was going to take this route. But we going here tonight, y'all. We going. I believe he was my Job experience, my wilderness experience, my temptation. That for that time, and I also believe from the bottom of my heart that I chose before I came here this time to have that experience. I chose to have it. I chose to go through that fire. I chose to go through that proving ground. I chose to go through that dark time. I chose to go through that trial by fire. I chose to go through that purification process. Yes, we do need those experiences. I'm not only talking about sex, though, Heather. I agree with you. I agree with you. But I should have been able to walk away from him no matter what. But I believe I chose to have the experience. And I believe there's a time we all must go through where we go through a refiner's fire. And a lot of us have been through this refiner's fire this last year in 2018, especially. Or it's really turned up the heat. I mean, the heat has been hot. We go through a time of refining where we come out on the other side as pure gold. We go through a time of pressing when we come out on the other side a diamond. Because without dark, there can be no light. Hello, Shemaiah the shaman. Without dark, there can be no light. If you've never been tested, you can't have a testimony. And if you've never been through anything, honey, you can't understand how good God is, how good spirit is, how good Allah is. You cannot be thankful for anything if you've never had to go through anything. It's a shallow thankfulness. If you've ever run into ministers, I don't care what religion they are, that have never been through a blessed thing in their lives, when times are tough and you need to go to them for some sort of comfort, or you need to go to them for some sort of counsel, they got nothing to say. Hello, Leo son. They got nothing to say because they've been through nothing. Trust nobody that's been through nothing. Now, who we are now is an accumulation of all the choices we've made, yes, and experiences we've gained. Very true. Very true, Dre. I'm also talking about, I do believe, because in Jeremiah 1:5 it says that God knew us before he placed us in our mother's womb, and that he chose us, set us apart, and ordained us, anointed us to do a thing, a life purpose. So I do believe that everything we go through, nothing happens to us, it happens for us. But I also know that the enemy seeks to steal, kill, and destroy. So I know that there are entities out there that will do everything in their possibility, hello, Fran, to keep us from knowing our life purpose and walking in it. That's the purpose of the matrix, if you will. To keep us from knowing our life purpose and to keep us from walking in it. And when we get close to it, right on the precipice and the brink of knowing, something is sent to us to tempt us and to get us off of our path. My ex-husband was it. And it had to be a strong one because I was strong in spirit. He was strong. He was an old narcissist. Had a long time. A long history. Very good at his craft. You will go through a lot more when you become spiritual, Miss Lisa. It's for a purpose. It's a proving. It's a refiner's fire. It's a refiner's fire. The fire is not comfortable, but once you come out pure gold, honey, it's worth every moment. So he was sent to me to destroy me. However, I'm saying this, I will say this till the cows come home and afterwards. Listen, we are so busy trying to find a romantic relationship sometimes, or trying to salvage a romantic relationship that we're already in, that we shouldn't have been in anyway, or the time has passed, that we miss our life purpose. Deanna, they can use super chat as well. Thank you, love. We miss it. We're too busy focused on that. Now I'm going to be very, very, be frank with y'all now. Be real. I'm going to be mama right now. Big sister, mama, auntie, grandma, whoever you need to be. But let me tell y'all something. What's going on between y'all legs is not that important. And you got to be careful who you lay down with. Because you want to talk about a transference of spirits? Lay down with a bunch of different people. You know how your mama used to tell you, don't lay down with dogs or you're going to catch fleas? You catch more than that. The union between man and woman is a powerful spiritual union. When God says the two shall become one, he didn't just mean when y'all stand in front of the altar. There was no such thing as standing in front of an altar taking vows. That's a European thing. Truth be told, two became one when they laid down with each other. Now, you'll hear some spiritualists say, there's a lot of people around here that's talking about there's no evil, there's no this, there's no that. Stop it. Okay? Because without light, there's no dark. Without dark, there's no light. You better stop, Heather. So I saw Cassandra say he had to be slick. Oh, baby, he was slick. He told me everything I wanted to hear. And you know how slick the enemy was when he brought him to me. Or how slick I was when I said, this is going to be my last test I got to go through. Like major test, major proving ground. He had the spirit of my father. Yes, Dre, exactly right. We love ourselves. We attract the mate that was meant for us. But if we are emotionally incomplete, we attract those who are also incomplete. Agreed. Lee says, I feel this so much right now. At this point, I'm not sure what my life purpose is, but I will say that my focus has been on all the wrong things lately. Fran, yes, it's unfortunate. Men these days are very free with who they're with. To me, it's sacred to become one. Let me tell you something. Women is as free, if not freer. Be out here in these internet dating streets, and let me tell you, these women will open up their legs in 10.5 seconds flat. Soon as you can get the drink down their throat. Thank you, Raina. That's what yes, ma'am. See, that's the problem. Women don't respect them. So there's a lot of women that don't respect themselves. We teach men how to treat us, ladies. And the men that are in the room can tell us the truth. We teach men how to treat us. If we don't treat our bodies as temples, and that it is precious to give our bodies to a man, they are not going to respect us or our bodies either. I don't even know why I'm going here tonight, but I guess it's open discussion night. So the reason why I'm saying all this is this. So listen, this man was my father, whom I love dearly, but also who injured me greatly because he was a narcissist that recovered from being such and was abusive, not so much physically to me, but emotionally and mentally. Okay. And my household as a child was ran by fear. I was energetically put in a position as the daughter over my own mother. Energetically, I was basically energetically my father's wife. He would come to me for guidance as an adult and ask me questions before he would ask my mother. He would make choices. He would call me at work. I'd be in my office on State Street or whatever, Lakeshore Drive in Chicago. And he would say, Lisa, I'm thinking about doing XYZ, whoop the bam, woo, woo, woo. What do you think? And I would have a conversation with him. And I didn't even realize what was happening. That he would have these conversations with me and wouldn't even have had them with my mother. I wasn't put in the right spot. And that caused a whole host of things. Oh, Brandy. Yes, ma'am, but that's true. So here comes this man later on in life, 18 years my senior, that had the spirit of my father, whom I loved dearly. And it would be 10 years in April since my father has passed away. I love him. I miss my father. I was and always will be a daddy's girl. I love my daddy. And he did come to a relationship with God. And he did come to an understanding and really stop being a narcissist and really apologized. And we healed our relationship. But I did not realize that there was still some healing left. So when this man came into my life, it was my daddy. That sounds sick and weird, but hear me. Did you hear what I just said? All my life, my daddy had put me in the position of being a wife, energetically to him. Therefore, when my daddy comes along now and I'm able to actually physically marry him, it was very attractive. It was very seductive. And I thought I had my forever. At some point, I'll put up pictures. I actually came across a wedding picture in my phone, and I didn't get rid of it. Because we were so happy that day. I was happy that day. But this man was sent to destroy me, sent to destroy my purpose, to keep me from being on my life purpose. And he came in the guise of my husband. My friend and my lover first, and then my husband, whom I took vows to love and honor and cherish till death do us part. And I took my vows very seriously. Only the union and the thing that became one died. And I rose again from the ashes. Now, we have to focus on us and our purpose. We cannot continue to allow our focus to be on relationships, guys. That's the easiest way the enemy can come in and keep us from fulfilling our purpose. I am not saying don't love. I'm not saying don't be in relationships. Excuse me. I'm not saying don't have a partnership. I very much want a partnership. I very much want a life partner, twin flame, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. You're very welcome. I have to be open and honest. And I have to be me. I'm tired of people that walk in a gifting or that are teachers or prophetic or whatever you want to call me, that act as if they're holier than thou and they want to be put up on a pedestal. I have a responsibility and God holds me responsible for that. But I don't want anyone to, I want you all to understand that I'm human. And if you don't understand that I've been where you are or have been, I'm a human. I'm a spiritual being living the same human existence that all of you are. All of you. Now, if we continue to focus on we just want someone in our bed with us or someone that we can talk to on the phone or blah, 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 whatever it is. If that's our main focus, people, we're not going to focus on what we would be focusing on. And we're going to end up with someone that is not meant for us. And that's going to keep us from fulfilling. Oh, better tell that low vibrational Aquarius moving around. You see, our life partner is going to be just that, a life partner. You're so right, Dre says. This is I know because the only women that I seem to resonate with are generally pushing 50. Says to me, the romantic relationship isn't the objective at the moment. What, Dre, we ain't that bad at 50. Just kidding. No, I'm serious about that, but just kidding. Like, I'm not trying to, whatever. God, family, then man. Now, is that what's terrifying me about to be? Yes. Maybe a. No, she's not going to text him back. Leave that man alone. She's not texting him back. What I'm saying is that we have to be paying more attention to a person's spirit. Love it. A person's spirit, not their physical body. So your type, my type, okay, I'm just going to be here, more honesty. My type was always 6 foot something. I wanted like, you know what I'm saying? Like a linebacker. That was always my type. I didn't marry my type. And right now, I'm not even attracted to my type. Because I look at someone's spirit. I see your spirit. So your life partner might not look anything like you expect them to. Because this world's definition of beauty and handsomeness is the world's definition. It's the facade. It's not the real person. So I'm attracted to your spirit way before I'm attracted to your physicality. Your physicality doesn't matter to me. If your spirit, that's when you really, and Raina, I know I ain't sure about this twin flame thing yet, but I'm learning more about it. When you're attracted to each other's spirit, then that's when you can understand that that life purpose is here. okay, that there is a coming together for a life purpose. When this person, Infinite Waters, actually did a great video on how you know the universe is bringing you your twin flame. And one of the things is that you two connect on a lot of different levels, like spiritual levels, purpose levels. You don't have to have the same purpose, but they fit, right? You fit spiritually. You fit. You can almost like finish each other's sentences off. A lot of times they say that twin flames tend to have like distance issues or age issues, like or age disparities, because some people's spirits develop at different times and different ways. And there's usually something there's a disparity, right? There's something usually that's kind of like um y'all, we're gonna talk about this cougar thing. I seem to attract younger men too, Lady Rose, but we're not talking about that right now. In teaching tools of classic narcissism. Oh, well, the visual aids have to be of a certain rating, honey. But anyway, when you find your life partner, right? That life partner is going to fit and mold, and you guys can teach each other. Okay. Dre, you said you started talking that stuff in a room full of women now. You should have known. Your life partner is going to fit in a different way than anybody else does. But my purpose, let me get back around. Let's bring this back. Because I feel the prowling going on. The prowling is happening. Y'all got to bring it back. Bring it back. My purpose in saying this is that we have to indeed get ourselves together. We have to understand our life purpose. We have to do some healing. We got to heal before we can be bothered with anybody else. Here we go. I'm putting this out here, and then also spiritual ministry class on my. I'm putting those announcements in there too. I need to add that in the description of this. So listen, guys, Heal 20 gets you 20% off. All energy healing classes, energy healing sessions. Heal 20 equals 20% off energy healing Reiki sessions. There you go. When you check out, that's today through Monday. So our life purpose, guys, and I know the reason why I had to come and say this tonight is because we're so convinced and consumed, I should say consumed with finding soulmates and all this, that we've forgotten what our purpose is. And that really gets us off track. I believe that when we're least looking for our partner, then our partner comes to us. When we've done enough of the healing, and that's something else the gentleman on Infinite Waters, I believe is Ralph Smart, says, is that you'll know that your twin flame, your person is coming. Well, that's another thing in vegan. He said they'll probably be vegans, which I've been thinking about going vegan. That's a lot for me, boy. Ooh, I don't know about that one. that you guys will do a lot of the same things together. But one of the big things is that you've been doing your healing, you've been doing your work. You got to do your work on yourself, because when you've been working on yourself, that's why I'm so focused on that self-partnering, guys. Because when you can truly get to the point where you realize you're enough in and of yourselves, and you don't need a man, you don't need a woman to complete you. You don't need a man or a woman to complete you. Let me tell you something. People that come around and want to date you, okay? People that want to come around and date you, if they ain't about none, they don't hang around very long. They do not hang around very long at all. Okay. 2018, we're leaving 2018. That is the year of life purpose. Okay, Dre. You're not done healing yet, Fran. And that's okay. That message had to get to someone for sure. My purpose here, though, is 2018 was about life purpose, ascension, enlightenment, awakening. And we've seen a tremendous awakening across the collective, and more are awakening every day. 2019 comes in government, getting in your position, learning what you need to learn, putting in the work, doing the healing, getting your ish done. Getting your ish done. And I got some people in this room that are bucking against the prick as far as getting the ish done. I got to find some music here. Okay. You guys, I need a 2-minute break. I'm trying to find some music here that I can put on that won't give me a, what do they call that? Copyright free music? Um, ugh, copyright music. Okay, hang on one second, guys. I'm going to put this music on. Y'all talk amongst yourselves for just a minute as soon as I can find this here. Let's see here. Oh, I don't want that. Royalty free. I know, right? My silly behind. Oh, it wants me to log in. Okay, here. Everybody talk to yourselves. I gotta go. I'll be right back. Honestly, right back. I can't wait to have my everything done on here. Right back. So talk amongst yourselves. Everybody comes in. Just nobody leave. like 9 now. No crying. Okay, good. Most everybody stayed. Okay. Spill some tea. Did y'all spill any tea while I wasn't here? Huh? No? Dang it. Oh, good. I didn't want y'all to get in y'all low vibrations. You haven't been feeling well for about a month. Shemaya, that's usually Ascension kind of detox, enlightenment detox. Have you been meditating a lot? Or feeling like you need to meditate a lot? You see, sometimes when we're going through our ascension process or enlightenment process, we our body itself feels icky because the human body is, your spirit is ascending, it's detoxifying. Okay? And it is it has physical ramifications. Dull hurting can be your third eye opening. It could be your crown also, like you're getting a lot of information here and it's not really flowing through very well either. So a lot of times when your third eye is opening and your crown's opening, it just takes a lot out of you. Being tired is also usually a sign of some serious, like you're feeling the energy is heavy, right? Ascension energy also does that. The ascension process, enlightenment process. We're getting heavy downloads right now, guys. Very good, Cassandra. Moving with it. We got to move with the energies. We have to move with the times. See, what happens is when, as these energies are moving faster, time's moving faster, everything's moving faster. So as that happens, it's like, oh gosh, we ourselves are not used to moving at the speed. I call it the speed of spirit, but it's really the speed of light. We're literally moving at the speed of light towards something because we got to get there. I would say that if you're feeling the retrograde energy, I actually love retrogrades. Absolutely love it. Why? Because it forces me to look at something. It takes the veil away. It takes all that rose-colored glass crap that we've had, that rose-colored tint off, and it says, oh no, let me focus you on, and let me show you exactly what's really behind that. So if it's got you teary-eyed, Lady Rose, then what I need you to do is really sit with it and say, why am I teary-eyed? What am I feeling? Why am I feeling it? There's a reason for it. It could be internal, or it could be that you are meant to intercede for someone else. Hold space is what, some spiritualists call it. Hold space for someone. Yeah, usually, Brandy, when you wake up like that, then you're supposed to be holding space for somebody. Retrogrades get you ready. They really do. They really do. I love them. But then again, I am one that ever since about 29 or 30 has been one for being very introspective. So for me, it's easy. It's just easy. I would rather be introspective than just try to slough over it. Okay, so we got a lot of people that's really feeling like we're crying, feeling like crying. So let's just take a couple of breaths. Everyone, just a couple of breaths. So those of you that are feeling like you're really overwhelmed with emotion right now, or been overwhelmed with emotion, Spirit, I ask you to touch each and every one that's been feeling overwhelmed with emotion right now, and illuminate to them why. Illuminate it to them. Even if they don't want to see it, if it's within themselves, something that needs to be healed within themselves, something that needs to be healed. There's somebody here that your throat chakra, literally, it feels like you can't say anything. It's as if you can't say anything, like no one can hear you. That's why I keep coughing, because I haven't really been coughing all day. Somebody here, I need you to put your hand on your throat. It might be more than one person. And right now, I send healing energy. Right now, I remove all blockages. Put your hand on your throat. I remove all blockages. Yes. Those of you that are feeling overwhelmed right now, some of you, it's because there's things that you know you're doing that you ain't got no business doing, and it hurts your spirit and it hurts your heart, and you need to stop. Others of you, you're supposed to be holding space for others, and this is the next stage of what your ministries are going to be, that you're going to be holding space for others. So I need you to move into that. Don't fight it. Allow the person, and even if you don't know the person, sometimes all you have to say is, Spirit, God, whatever you call him, her, I hold space for. I pray for release. I send ministering angels to them. I break the chains over them. Hello, Tawanda. Crying and releasing things that you're clinging to. Listen, guys, listen. Those of you that are sleepless, I'm telling you, yes, you are mourning, Lolly. You are mourning. It is someone else's mess. This ain't yours. This is the life of the intercessor. This is the life of the warrior. The life of the warrior is we feel, we hear, we see, and then we pray and release. We pray for the release for. We send angels to release them. But you have to allow it to come to you. This is the other thing that, Lord, I don't know. Sometimes words, English words, escape me when I'm trying to explain something, because I'm trying to explain it in a way that it doesn't. Okay. In the charismatic church, please just listen to me. We had this thing called speaking in tongues, right? We have. Speaking in tongues is simply a prayer language. It's been perverted by the church now. Speaking in tongues is using the tongues of angels to speak a perfect prayer. That your mind can't understand. I don't know who this is that's got to get this. Fran, I need to tell you, Fran, Cassandra, you're in it. You were in it before. You guys are going to get it for free. You guys are my first class. You're going to get you're going to get the spiritual ministry class for free. I'm redoing some of the teachings. You're going to get it for free, and you can participate in the discussions for free. For everyone else, the spiritual ministry class, the downloads only are $75. If you want to have the downloads plus the discussion afterwards, it's $125. Whoever's got the block in their throat, I need you to cough. I need you to cough it out right now. I need you to put your hand on your throat, and I need you to cough it out right now. You're welcome, Fran. I need that block broke. The blockage is gone. The blockage is gone. The blockage is gone. The blockage is gone. Now, tongues is an angelic. It is a specific prayer language that's designed for each and every one of us. I've only assisted people in the church get the gift of tongues. I can't believe that it's not meant though for everyone, because if God is meant for everyone, it is simply asking the Spirit of the Lord to come upon you and literally releasing your tongue. You will feel a welling up in your solar plexus, in your power chakra. Lord, I ask those that want to receive it. We're just going to do it. I have never done it this way before, but I'm just going to ask it. So we're just going to do it. We're just going to do this. We're just going to do this. It's a prayer language. It's meant for each and every one of us. It's praying the perfect prayer. It is used in spiritual warfare and intercession, because it is a prayer language your mind cannot understand. Sometimes you're given a interpretation of your prayer. Other times, Lolly, then use it. Girlfriend, you wake up, pray in tongues, because sometimes you're not meant to really know what's going on up here, but you know what's going on in here. And so God just needs us to pray. Hello, Phyllis. He needs us to pray, needs us to pray, needs us to pray, needs us to pray, needs us to intercede, needs us to go to war. Thank you, Tawanda, so very much. Thank you. Needs us to go to war. We got to go to war. Okay? That's some of our purpose. Hello, Triple G. Now, if you've never done it before, I don't think it's just a Christian thing. I think it's a thing. I think it's a spirit thing. Praying in the spirit. Though I speak in the language of, with the tongues of angels and men, but do not have love, right? You'll feel it well up in here. You just have to ask the Lord for it. You feel it well up in here, and then your tongue begins to get heavy, and you just release your tongue. And it flows. It starts off as kind of like a baby starts to talk, and at some point it becomes a complete language. Mine is now a complete language. It goes in between sometimes Italian and a little bit of Hebrew mixed in there. It's got a little different dialect to it. It's a pretty cool language. But I can tell when I'm going to spiritual warfare, because let me tell you something, it gets real thick and real heavy. But those of you that are waking up in the middle of the night, pray. You might not know who you're praying for, but you got to pray for somebody, because that's what you're in there crying for, because you're crying tears for someone else. And only you can go into the spirit. See, this is why we have to understand our life purpose, and we have to get to our gifts, people, because only you can go in the spirit. God's going to wake up those that are going to be awakened. Right? He's going to awaken those that are to be awakened. If you wake up every morning at 3 a.m., there's something very specific about that. That's the watchtower. That's the watchtower hour. That's the watch hour. Because when enemy armies would come in, they'd start moving. Oh, that's interesting, Steph. They would start moving about 3 a.m. See, some of us in this room are watchmen on the tower, and they come back and they tell everyone of an impending attack or an impending issue, something that's happening. So some of you guys are watchmen on the tower. Some of you are intercessory prayer warriors and just prayer spiritual warriors, period. Some of you kind of go between the two camps. Oh, I got a lot of intercessory prayer warriors in this room with their yes. I didn't know I had so many with angelic tongue in the room. I don't know why that surprises me, because that's one of the first things that I realized that I was to do. Don't we though, back and forth? Some of y'all do. Some of us don't go back and forth in between the camps. Lisa K, what are you on the East Coast or West Coast? Or are you Midwest? What time zone are you in? Watchmen on the wall. We need the watchmen on the wall. Some of you are advisors to the rest of us. I've been waking up too, y'all. I've been waking up at 3 o'clock every morning, and I go to pray, and then when I get the release, I go back to sleep. Perfect. I want you here in Madison for our spiritual retreat, our spiritual conference. Antonella, yes. You wake up, pray. Pray, Antonella. Yes. But even those of y'all are being called a little bit more to the light. There are many of us here that are teachers in this room. And some of us prophets and prophetesses. I would imagine, because those are usually the ones that drawn to me as well. And we need this to get out to more. I'm not sure why this channel hasn't quite grown past where it has. I don't know. I imagine I will soon. And I imagine it will grow bigger. You do what? You pray. Very good. Very good. I realized just what I said, Antonella. If you all know other light workers, I need you all to have them come here to this channel. Matter of fact, I need my prayer warriors to pray. Thank you, Phyllis. And I want to thank a very special person for reminding me that I needed to keep the peace in this room. I'll answer that question in just a moment, Raina. Thank you. I need my prayer warriors to pray. I need you all to pray in the people. I need you to call those that are meant to be here to come here. I need you to call the light workers. I need you to call the warriors. I need you to call the prophets, the teachers. I need you to call the leaders to come here, because this is a teaching ground for all. This is a platform from which government gets, one section of the government gets set in place. They will be. But I also need the prayer, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be very honest. Yes, Triple G. Dre, I'll be very honest with you. See, I am coming to the understanding finally that I can't do everything. I can't pray what needs to be prayed over this channel and over this ministry. And um and get the downloads and create the content and I can't do it all. I can't do it all. I can't do it all. There's not enough time physically. I'd be up 24 hours, 7 days a week. So that's why, um, and again, I don't want anybody to think that I'm asking for that. I don't want to get anybody get offended because I was asking for it, for prayer. But I also know I can't do it all. And I can't intercede to the level that 10 or 12 people can. So if all of us are all holding the intention that the right people, the people that are meant to be drawn will be drawn, and that the teaching will go out and that I'll be able to get out and more and more and more and we'll all multiply. That's what you know what I'm saying? It's not that I want to be something because I'm already something. I don't I don't need it. But I need people, and I understand that now. I didn't understand it before. We'll always be able to do intimate teaching, and I feel like what's gonna happen is I have something separate for just some of us. And my channel will be huge, but it was never meant to be. It's a small, safe place. So exactly. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Phyllis. Thank you. That's exactly it. God's shown me a vision. And he has been sending me people. Heather, he sent me Heather. He sent me all of you guys to really help and lift me up in prayer. And I really so very much, you have no idea how much I appreciate that. And he has sent, he has also sent, um, he sent me Brandy, and Shonda to really help like guide me through these YouTube streets. And, each of you has a very special place. Um, there's somebody in particular that knows that they're definitely my watch person on the wall. Um, ooh, Dre, that's good. He sent me like collaborators. So, Dre and I are to collaborate. Jeremy and I collaborate. Um, just it's amazing. And all of you that are Team Blue, um, which Dre, I don't know if you would like to be I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I don't know if you want to be a moderator or not. If you don't, I completely understand. Um, yes, you have staff. Um, so the people are coming in around me, the foundation. So you can't have a building without a foundation. So the foundation is being placed. Okay. Um, I'm very thankful for all of you. Okay, let's deal with Dre, you're such a gift. You are such a gift, Dre, to the collective, to the body. And you learned so much, Dre. Yes, you silly. You've learned so much in such a short lifespan. You are one of the few people that goes through lessons at like Mach speed, spiritual lessons. Okay, Phyllis. Spiritual lessons and life lessons at Mach speed, because it is so necessary for you to do so. Because you see, when you're a teacher and you're a uh, dare I say prophet, and I don't know how you feel about that in context with what you believe, but to me, a prophet is just one that speaks for God, one that speaks for Allah. And when you are meant to deliver messages, as you are, it is vitally important for those of us that are set apart and ordained to deliver messages to get the lessons and get them fast so that we can deliver them properly um, to the masses and teach from a place of experience. What a gift. What a tremendous gift you are, Dre. To those that are in like your generation and community. And that gift is going to transcend culture and religion because it's a God gift, not a man gift. And you yourself are going to be teaching people that are much more than your elder. But they will respect you because they will respect the spirit that is within you and emanating from you. And they will recognize it as the spirit of a master. I don't know if you fully understood who you really are yet. I think you do. But they respect you as the master that you are. And a great master you are. And I am honored to know you. And I honor the gifts within you. And I honor the fire and the power that is in you. Teacher, master. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You're doing a good job. You're doing fine. I think you understand that with great power comes great responsibility. To whom much is given, much is required. You're fine. Mm. I said I wasn't going to start. I almost started crying at first. I'm going to go to crying later. Yeah, yes. Yeah, he's a part of Team Blue. 3, 4, 5, Shemaya, that is your time. 3 usually means life purpose. God has something he wants to tell you. Or it could be that you are praying for someone else in their life purpose. 5 is the number of man. 5 is the number of man, Shemayam. Antonella, you are wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, there's a reason. Thank you, Dre. There's a reason, Shemaya. But my dear, my dear beloved, you have to open yourself up to that. Don't be scared. What a healing gift. Girl, you have such a healing gift in you. Yep. Thank you. See, this is why Brandy's here. This is my girl. She's my girl. Oh, Lord. He's got a wrench and he's not ashamed to use it. He's not scared to use it. Your ears start ringing. It is a journey. I lay down at night and take time out to connect. My ears start ringing. Try connecting sitting up. But the numbers mean something. Thank you. Masters. I was wondering where you were. Are you serious right now? Oh, Heather, I was just wondering where you were. I was like, where's Heather? How far away is your friend? I was wondering where that girl was. I was like, where's this child at? I'm hungry again. Lisa K, your trials are almost over. This time of proving and of refining fire is almost over. It doesn't last forever, honey. But also you got to work with it as you're going through it. You got to work with it, Lisa, as you're going through it, baby. And give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. You come a long way, Lisa. So stop doubting yourself. Okay? Stop beating yourself up. You come a long, 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 long way. And you come a long way, Lisa. Just you gotta stop beating yourself up for where you were. Be present in the moment and thankful. Yes, when things go wrong, typically, we're just meant to learn a lesson from it. And yes, and exercise our faith. Just release it. Triple G, you see people always speaking of ringing of the ears. Yeah, I don't, I don't have ringing of the ears when I connect. But I just would say try sitting up. I might need Brandy to teach a class on a little bit of numerology, or these times for intercession and for prayer when you wake up in the morning, the significance of those times. She got some info, honey. She's got some information. Does anybody is anybody seeking anything in particular? Have a particular question for Spirit tonight? For God tonight? Sometimes I don't like calling him Spirit. Anybody have a particular question? Hello. Hello there, Dion. That's not your name, is it? Well, that was very general, wasn't it? Nerd spirit work. I love it. Heather, I don't know if I can tell you what Spirit has for you. Charlotte, that's right. Thank you, Dre. See, that's why he's got the wrench. I can't do everything. That's why I have peoples, as they say in Chicago. Peoples. Heather. My two problem children is asking questions. Heather, really practice your love walk, baby. The word of the day for you is forgiveness, Heather. The word of the day for you is forgiveness. And release. You got to release it. There's just something that's in there. It's Heather, you got such a pure heart. A pure heart. And I just hear God weeping over you. Because he wants so much for you. And he's saying, and you deserve it, honey. You deserve it, baby. But you got to believe you deserve it. You have to believe that you are deserving of all things good and pure. And you're not deserving of heartbreak and heartache. Forgive yourself and release yourself. Forgive yourself and release yourself. You did the best you could with what you knew. And everybody that's told you, even if they didn't say it out of their mouth, but they mistreated you and didn't honor and respect you, they're going to get what they deserve as well. And it was all a bunch of lies designed to keep you down. What you deserve. You deserve good. I just keep hearing God say, I love you. 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 Oh, Raina, are you still here? Problem child number 2. Listen, baby. Uh, you're gonna have to stop running, baby. It's time for you to stop running. And it's time for you to believe that you deserve the best. It's time for you to get a healing, sweetie. It's time for you to get your healing. He's not going to force you. He's not going to force you. Because he's a perfect gentleman. But God is saying, if you will let me touch your heart in a way no one has ever done before and bring you healing and wholeness, the joy and the peace that awaits you passes all understanding. And you will finally be at rest. And there will come a spiritual healing a physical healing to your body when your spirit is healed. He'll never force you though, honey. It's a gift he's trying to give you, but you have to accept it. What is going on here? Okay, Shantae. Okay. A love walk. Heather, I didn't see that. Did anyone explain to Heather what a love walk is? Some kind of African rainbow colors singing a song. It's coming. Wow. I know I feel the same way, Lollipop. I feel the same way, Brandy. In my head's just, yes, we do, Fran. We all need to pray. So, Fran, I'm going to go back. I will get to Lee as well. Fran, yes, that's your path. Pray the light into the world, Fran. He's going to continue to provide for you, and he'll give you a way to yeah, there's going to be great provision for you, Fran. And there's going to be a way for you to be in the country and still for your grandson to still have what he needs. Didn't forget. So yes, Nehemiah was the one that rebuilt book in the Old Testament, rebuilt the walls of Jerusalem. I need to do some more study on Nehemiah. See, we, I believe, are spiritually triple G, spiritually the ones that are rebuilding the walls, if you will. If we're the ones that are spiritually rebuilding the holy city. You can call it Jerusalem, you can call it whatever, it doesn't matter to me. But when we raise the consciousness of um, the earth, then we raise the vibrational set point of the earth. It allows a greater amount of spirit to flow. It allows, let me tell you guys something, and I'm going to get back to everybody else. Right now, I'm going to answer your question. Listen, guys, I just went to go see a movie last night. This really does matter. And there's a new movie coming out called Alita. And if you've noticed, there's a lot of movies coming out about artificial intelligence and robots, and they're very human-like, and a lot, a lot, a lot. And this one, Alita, is this warrior angel or something like that. There's going to come a time where the only way we're going to be able to tell whether or not an entity before us is artificial intelligent or human is because we will know because whether or not they have a spirit or not. Think if you want to that all these movies, The Matrix and not Predator, what was the one? I'll Be Back. Whatever. You guys will come up with it. All of these things, right? Terminator. Think if you want to, it's just Hollywood. It ain't Hollywood. It ain't just Hollywood. iRobot, all that. It ain't just Hollywood, y'all. They're telling us what they're going to do before they do it. You want to know why we have to raise the consciousness? Because we have to consciously understand who and what we're dealing with. And that's just one. Raina, if you're ready to start on your healing journey, then I need you to message me and we will go on that journey together. But just be ready. I got to get you here to my healing bed. Where is Blade Runner? Yep. I mean, we keep it going. Lee, are you in the room? Lee, are you in the room? All of them. Matrix, everything. We truly, y'all, let me tell you something. I want you to think about the Matrix, the concept of the Matrix. and that human beings were batteries and they used energy, our electromagnetic energy generated to generate the everything. What if it's our spiritual energy that's already being used? And the reason why we're having to raise our consciousness is so we can unplug from the matrix, so we can truly live the true life. If you get the Reiki, does it have to be? No. It does not have to be done by a certain time. You just need to book it by Monday to be able to use the 20% off, Lisa. In fact, I wouldn't have time until next week. Anyway, because tomorrow I'm totally booked with getting this spiritual ministry class going. Lee, for you, my dear, I'm going to pull a couple of cards because I'm being told I need to do this for you. Not that it's a bad thing. Yay. Lee, I'm going to tell you something, sweetheart. What you're fretting over the most I love my group. I love my group. Gosh, I love my group. Only listen to enough news so that you know what to pray for. Lee, you're worried about the wrong things. Lee, do you want to start a business? Book? There's a book, a business. I keep hearing a book and I keep hearing a business. Boy. I keep hearing a book and I keep hearing a business. Lee, what business is it you want to start? Okay. You are you not in agreement with him on this business? No. Why does he want to go overseas? Mm. Gosh, I don't feel good about that. But maybe I should. This is what I have for you. You need right now, Lee. There's so much that is going on. Confusion. That's why I'm not feeling it. Okay. I know I wasn't feeling like no. No, I'm not feeling to go there. Listen. You have to have patience. Oh boy. Sometimes I don't want to hear certain things. You got to have patience with yourself and you have to have patience with the process. You have to have patience with your husband. I hear a lot of discussion back and forth, and I hear y'all are not on the same page. Dissension, discussion. contention. You're going to have to pray it through, sweetheart. Listen, mhm. Let me tell you something, sweetie pie. Thank you for being honest, because I'm like, why is there so much confusion here? Um, you are not being punished. You are not being punished. God, let me tell you something. We turn our back on God. He's always there waiting for us to come on back. He's the perfect father. The story of the prodigal son shows us that. And I'm sure that Dre, if he was so kind, I'm sure there's a prodigal son parable or story in Islam as well. Um, he waits for us to come back. And when we come back, he prepares a wonderful feast for us. And he welcomes us back. And he restores our birthright immediately to us, because it was never gone anyway. I didn't know you and Heather were going to be writing a book. Um, he's been waiting for you, my dear one. He's been waiting for you. He didn't make all those things happen. He did not make the trauma of childhood happen. He did not make I see a lot of pain, and I see somebody that hurt you. Maybe more than one somebody's. I hear multiple, but pain. I'm not going to go further. Pain. Very deep injury. He's saying turn that pain into purpose. Turn that pain into purpose, Lee. Turn that injury into healing for someone else. Yes. Yes, Ms. Gray. Shantae. Yes. Turn it into turn it into turn it into power, and don't give up your power. Take it back. There are some things I'm hearing now I don't want to say in over this. So I need to say those things to you separately, but I will say this. Um uh Temperance and serenity. It is time for you to seek. I'm very glad you're home, Heather. It is time for you to seek the face of God and to seek relationship with God. He welcome you back, honey. He doesn't feel like you turned your back on him. He's been waiting. I also have King of Cups energy and Queen of Wands energy. And I hear giving you beauty for ashes, rising like the phoenix. I see travel. I see you turning your back on that which you do, which you're like, this doesn't work anymore. You've been going through a tower moment where everything has changed. You have been moving towards quickly, right? Towards this new thing with the chariot. But what I'm seeing is a release from oppression. And Lee, I don't know what happened to you, but he wants to heal you. And he wants to comfort you. And he wants to give you peace. And he wants to help you take that power back. And he wants to empower you then to move forward. And moving into this 9 of crystals, which is like the 9 of pentacles, this 9 of crystals says to me that you are, he wants to bring you to a time of being self-partnered and of being so happy and pleased with who you are and knowing you're more than enough. You're more than enough. You're more than enough. Stop listening to those people that have told you that you weren't and that you were less than. 8 of Swords, you've been feeling trapped. You had been feeling trapped, but you can unhook yourself and walk through it. Walk in your truth with the Queen of Swords. And yes, you've been up at night, but there's joy coming through the morning. Joy comes in the morning, baby. Joy comes in the morning. See, you're going to find out what your truth is. And I guarantee you, it's far and above everything and anything you've ever dreamed or imagined. You got some tough decisions to make, Lee. Oh, we need to talk one-on-one, my dear. I can't tell you everything right here. He hears you. Rest and know that he hears you. Don't doubt that he hears you. And when you're awakened to pray at night, I want you to do more listening than talking, so he can talk to you. Shantae, wow. Shantae, can you give me your daughter's first name, please? You're welcome, Lee. Was there injury to the right side of her brain? Thank you, Dre. Shantae, was there injury to the right side of her brain? Possibly. Thank you very much. Thank you. Do you okay? Because just then, when I said her name, thank you for deleting that, Deanna. Just then, when I said her name, the right side of my brain literally just ignited, like, just like hurt. So, this is what I want you to do tonight. Okay. Thank you. So right now, I bind up that spirit, bind up the illness, I bind up the spirit that's clouding Tiffany's mind right now. I bind up that spirit. Whatever it is bound on earth shall be bound in heaven. I bind it right now and cast it away. Release her. Release the cloud. Release her memory. Loose her. I break the chains and I remove the veil. Give her her memories back. I restore her mind. Give her her memories back. I restore her mind. I restore every memory. Every memory. Restore, restoration of the mind. You've not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power and of love and a sound mind. And I speak a sound mind over her daughter right now. I command the blood vessels to open and blood to circulate properly through the right side of the brain. No more constriction. The inflammation, I command it to reduce down. The capillaries of the blood, capillaries in the brain open. Oxygen levels raise. Circulation normal. Normalize. Spirit of life. Heal. 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 No more headaches. Heal. Memory restored. I knew I felt it all over here like a horrible headache. So listen, I want you to pray over her. I want you to place your hand on her right side, on the right side of her head. Lord, I ask you to place a healing energy into my sister's hands right now. Healing energy right now. Healing energy right now. I release it in her hands right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Your hands will heat. Your hands will heat every time you touch her. I've released it. It's done. It's going to take a little time for the physical manifestation of what we've set loose in the spirit. But I need this to be a miracle. I need this to be a miracle. I need this to be a miracle. No more headaches first. And I see constriction in her bloodstream. They it's like there's not enough oxygen getting to her brain. And there's a slight inflammation on the right side. It's not constant, but there's a slight inflammation on the right side of her brain that kicks up. And the memory loss has everything to do with this inflammation that's ever so slight that they can't figure out what happened or why. And I don't know if they've done the proper test to see about the circulation to the right side of the brain. But there's slight constrictions in the capillaries in her brain. It could perhaps be solved with blood thinners. Perhaps, but uh you need to get some medical attention about that. But I would say check into start boosting her B complex and her omega complex as well. Omegas are definitely her B complexes and some additional vitamin D. You told her that? Hmm. I I know. I'm just saying what I'm hearing. Thank you. I understand. I apologize. Yes, that you don't get involved with medical stuff. I know. And I'm not saying that she should do anything in particular. I just said go seek medical attention. But we all know B12 um, helps. I've seen this, but I'm not telling you to do anything crazy. I'm just telling you this is what I see. That there's something going on over there. Um, because I'm not a medical doctor, okay? I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just telling you what spirit's showing me. Not a medical doctor. She may need to. Oh, yes, I saw that. Yes. Yes, right. Probably too small to be detected. Yes. Okay, are you hearing this, Ms. Gray? Someone outside of the area you're in, a neurologist or a neurosurgeon. Need you to continue. I'm feeling like it's at the base here. Okay, so my head was hurting right here. Okay, this area. So I need you to place your hand here when you're praying for her. She's not crazy. She's perfectly sane. That's right, Brandy. Yes, yes, Lord. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all bringing stuff out of me that hasn't been brought out in a while. That's because I'm with you and I'm bringing something out of you, Shemaya. I'm going to drag it out of you kicking and screaming. But listening to you, hearing the word, you're hearing God. There you go. No, you do not. Don't apologize at all, Brandy. At all. Thank you, everyone, for praying. I so appreciate you. Thank you very much. Triple G, this is what, and Antonella, I will talk to you just a moment. Triple G, um, you have a prophetic and a sight gift on you, and an interpretive gift, that you've not yet been able to hone. You need to seek out. So yes, reading Book of Nehemiah. You need to read the Book of Nehemiah. Oh, I'm so glad, sweetheart. I'm so glad, Ms. Gray. Shantae, I'm so glad. That makes my heart happy. Shemaya, we're going to stop that internet from acting up. Stop acting up. Mercury retrograde. Thank you, Dre. Did you catch that, Ms. Gray? Wow. Um, some people don't understand, y'all. When I say I'm not doing certain things, I'm not doing them. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go back on my own live chat. Triple G, as you're studying the book of Nehemiah, it's going to illuminate. Are you here, Triple G? A sire? That means you fathered something. Okay, good. Triple G. As you study and read through the book of Nehemiah, it is also going to illuminate to you your gift and your purpose. I should say your purpose, not your gift. It's going to further illuminate to you your purpose. So as you study the book of Nehemiah, I need you to also study it from original text. So I need you to get a hold of a Hebraic translation of the book of Nehemiah. Um, lost books. Yes, I need you to study the book of Nehemiah, and then you're going to be studying something else. You're also going to be studying the book of Enoch after the book of Nehemiah. Actually, you'll go Nehemiah, Jeremiah, and then Enoch. Enoch is not in the Bible. So as you study the book of Nehemiah, Triple G, you're going to get illuminated and I need you to also seek out the original Hebraic text, translation from the original text. It's very important that you do so. And that means you will probably have to find a Tanakh, okay, a Torah. You will have to find the original Hebrew text for Nehemiah. That's very important because you need to get it from the original Hebrew because there's words that were translated to English that don't mean the same gosh darn thing, let me tell you. Tanakh or Enoch? The Tanakh is the entire Old Testament. The Torah is the first 5 chapters of the Bible. Genesis through what? Leviticus. Genesis, Exodus, Deuteronomy, Leviticus. Why can't I think of the last? Oh my gosh. Terrible. Numbers. I don't know why I forget numbers all the time. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Torah. The Tanakh is the entire Old Testament. Tanach. Okay. Antonella, are you here? Antonella. It is a free download, and it's Tanach. Tanakh. You're so beautiful, Antonella. Yes, Fran. Let's see, Antonella, what do we have for you? You're welcome, Triple G. Okay, I'm not going to be on here much longer, guys. Oh, Jeanette. So, Antonella. I don't know if you've recently found someone, your life partner, or I feel like you're about to. You're coming in from out of the cold, and your partner's on their way, and unless they're already here. They're on their way. The universe is also opening up to you, and I told you before that you're an inventor. But this partner holds a key to helping you. Don't hope, have. Let your heart chakra open up and let your heart chakra show you your partner, their spirit, and you'll draw them to you. No, no one from the past that I know of. I don't hear there's someone from the past. Or if they are, they've undergone a tremendous change. Yeah. King of Crystals as well as the Ace of Cups and the Magician. You're the power within you, Antonella, to manifest this. If it is someone from the past, they've changed greatly. I don't feel like there's someone from the past. So they could be someone from the past, but they've changed a lot, so I don't recognize them as from your past. I would say don't look to the past unless it's someone that's come in and out of your life. Okay, sweetie. Okay, honey. But with the King of Crystals here, ignite your heart chakra, Antonella, and let it emote your most excellent life Open your crown, engage your third eye, and just let it emote. Because when you allow your heart chakra, Antonella, to engage, look at all that comes to you. You manifest all good things. This is the King of Crystals. You manifest all good things. Allow the electromagnetic field and allow the energetic field that is your heart chakra to go out and create and manifest and bring back to you. Allow yourself to dream and visualize, have the vision, and then write the vision and make it plain. Mm-hmm. Dre, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, you guys, what I'm going to do when we're done here, I'm going to go out to Amazon and I'll place a link in the community tab. I'll make a community post and put a link to my, to Amazon because I'm an Amazon affiliate. You're welcome, love. Amazon affiliate. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I'll put a link to the Lost Books of the Bible. And if you guys want to order it and you wouldn't mind ordering it through my link, that would be awesome. You're so welcome. You do. I'll find that link to the Lost Books because I just literally just saw that book when I was looking. And I'll put it in the community tab and I'll start putting it in my descriptions. Jeanette, I know you're looking for something. I don't have a message for you. The only message I have is you already know what you already know. I'm just hearing I can't give you, I can't tell, I can't, because you already know. Thank you, love. I'll put it in the community. Make a community post. Okay. Wow, guys. I hope I need to chop some of this up, but I hope this helped tonight. Yeah, no, yes. Yeah. I hope this helped tonight. I know you are, Jeanette. You got to find the energy. Okay, guys, I got to get going if I'm going to get back on here in the morning. So I'm going to get back on here in the morning. Not sure what we're going to do tomorrow morning, guys. I do think I am going to put out life purpose or ascension readings. You're welcome. I will. You think there's something wrong, Jeanette? Hmm. With whom? I think I'm going to do ascension readings for December. So, Jeanette, I need you to, oh, yes, you need to go get some rest, dear. Um, I need, you need to pray and meditate. God will show you what it is. Pray and meditate. Pray and meditate. He'll show you what it is. When you have that feeling, pray. Yeah. I can't because I can't do, I did barely any readings in November because I'm like, this is just not it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Just not doing it. It was empty. So they need to be like ascension energy type readings. They need to be on a higher plane. Thank you, friend. Yes, ask for knowledge while you meditate. Yes, thank you, friend, for reminding me. I meant to say it, but it didn't come out of my mouth. Sometimes I get to be the absent professor, absent-minded professor, absent too. Rest, Shemaya. We might do some meditation in the morning. Rest, Shemaya. That's what I see for you. And what I mean by that, thank you, Dre. Yes, please. You guys, if you haven't subscribed to Dre's channel, please do so. Please do so. And the latest video one of the latest videos he just put about his life purpose. Oh my goodness. It's so good. It's so good. Please do subscribe to his channel. Tremendous teaching on that channel and inspiration. Thank you. My mommy is in Texas. She lives in Dallas. Thank you, Cassandra. Yeah, so we'll do Ascension readings. I like that. You could just click on his name, Fran, click on his circle, and then it'll take you to his channel, or right click. Thank you. See, that's wonderful. I love that. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm going to go because it's been a while since I've eaten, and I'm feeling a little weak. So I need to go warm up some food. Heather and Dre, oh my gosh, it's getting late. Oh, guys. Okay, I got to call Lollipop when I get done. Thank you, dear. Oh my, Cassandra. You know what? Thank you, Dre, for posting that. There's no real. That's a loaded question, girl. I tell you what. We'll talk about Ascension progression Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday night. Yeah, thank you. Y'all not holding me hostage again. You know what? The last time y'all held me hostage, I was up till 2:00 in the morning. Deanna. I remember that very well. I was up till 2:00 in the gosh darn morning with y'all. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. You guys have no idea. It was terrible. Okay, guys. I gotta go. I will see you all in the morning. I love you dearly. Okay? Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. We'll see you in the morning. Love you guys. Namaste.